on the 350th Shivrajyabhishek function. All the members who have gathered here, especially Hanumantrao Gaikwad, who gave his address and explained to all of us that how a man can glorify not his life, but glorify everyone at large. He started his life as a commoner. He lives like a commoner and makes the commoner feel that he is a part of them. That's one of the reasons, I used to disturb him in the middle and tell him, you speak about COVID, what he did in COVID. And I feel very proud, Vijay Rao, that when I started the Shivaji Maharaj Jayanti in Delhi, when I was a member of parliament, we had 25 ambassadors of various countries who had come to pay tributes, who had come to pay their respects to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And there is where I felt we should felicitate someone who has actually worked on the lines of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And there is where we felicitate Hanumantrao Gaikwad. We also have Ashok Madan, Vilas Jadhav, Shishaini, Priti Patil, Afre Buaji, and all the committee members and all present here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, the subject which was given for me to speak was on culture, heritage, on Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and everything at large. So I decided a few points which I would read it out, so nothing should go wrong. But what inspired me, what touched me today, was how do I express to you the culture, Indian heritage and culture? How do I imbibe in you before we leave America? We have come all the way from India to address Indian Americans. And if you don't give something to you regarding heritage and culture, what sense does it make to travel all the way? It was so simple, it was so touching for me. I told Hanumantrao Gaikwad, we are going on the stage where we have two photographs. One is of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who formed the Hindu Swarajya. And there's another portrait of Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, who is the ninth descendant of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and the first social reformer or the pioneer of social reformation and progressiveness was Shahu Maharaj. He was from 1874 to 1920. And while going on the stage, how do we go with the shoes on? So before we took out the shoes, I think Vijay Patil and the entire team removed the shoes and came on the stage. This is culture. We don't need to teach what heritage or what culture is. And I think then Indian Americans have kept it. And you have moved on with this India's heritage and culture. So let us give a big hand for all the Indian Americans here. Today, me as Sambhaji Chhatrapati stand before you to talk about the importance of showing pride in our Indian heritage and culture. India, that is Bharat, is a culture as old as time. You all know that India is an incredible country that has bestowed countless positive contributions upon the world for centuries. From pioneering advancements in mathematics and science to the rich tapestry of our arts, literature and philosophy, India's legacy is a treasure trove of achievements that continue to inspire us. India is a history where it comes alive through the stories of legendary kings, Maharajas. Legends of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Maharana Pratap give them goosebumps to everyone who hears them. In the dark times of foreign invasion, there was a ray of hope that inspired us to be free from this shackles of slavery. Without these iconic warriors, India as a civilization would have rumbled under the might of the Mughals. Not only because I am the descendant of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, but I am a proud man who believes in freedom and equality. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, holds a special place in the history of India and my heart too. He stands out as a symbol of resistance and righteous rule called as the Raityacha Rajya or people's rule. He founded the Maratha Empire, which was popularly known as the Hindu Swarajya, and played a crucial role in unifying the fragmented states of India against a foreign rule. He humbled the Mughals, Deccan Sultanates, British, Dutch, French, and Portuguese. His strategic acumen, administrative reforms, and emphasis on social justice made him a revered leader. Even social justice, what we talk about now, has actually come right from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. That's why we still remember him, we still pay respects to him after almost 350 years. So this is what we have to take the culture, the heritage, the history, which has, which has laid on us. What makes you to have a Shivaji Maharaj function here after 350 years in America, in Los Angeles? This is what we have to take from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. It is imperative that we not just show hollow or superficial pride in our heritage and culture. Our children, especially those born and raised outside India, such as in America, must be aware of the glory of our past. If we are not good students when it comes to understanding what India is, we will end up glorifying Western ideals about our motherland without really understanding the intricacies of how our society and culture have evolved. But I also like to pinpoint, you have come all the way to America. You also proudly say we are American Indians or India Americans. But that is what Western culture has to be taken. What good things are there in the Western culture, you must take it. But not forget the origin where you have come from. And I'm really touched, I've come with a lot of 2-3 pages to speak on a lot of heritage and culture. But what I saw is already with you. So I don't need to say something a little extra. Hanmantara, we must congratulate all these people. We felt at ease. We felt we are with our Indians. And American Indians have added, they've got two powers with them, India and America. So there's nothing wrong. Consider how other cultures maintain their heritage with pride. This is very important. This is what Vijay Patil wanted me to speak to especially. The British, the French, Italian, and Jews all celebrate their histories and culture identities with great fervor. They teach their children about their national heroes, cultural milestones, and historical achievements. Why should we, as Indians, be any different? Yes, we should be proud of our culture. We should be proud of our national heroes. We should be proud of Swami Vivekananda. We should be proud about Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj. Our heritage is equally rich, if not more, and it deserves to be celebrated with the same enthusiasm. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life offers countless lessons and sources of inspiration. By teaching our children about specific aspects of history and historic figures and the values that espoused us, we still in them in a sense of pride and belonging. They learn to appreciate the struggles and triumphs that shaped our nation. We must never let our nation become weak. And that begins with nationalism and patriotism becoming an integral part of every person of Indian descent, not only citizens or voters in India, but in India across the globe. In addition to historical awareness, showing pride in our culture also involves celebrating our festivals, speaking our languages, and practicing our traditions. When we were taking photographs, so a lot of people said, by giving the slogan, Bol Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki jai, Shivaji Maharaj ki jai, Jijao, Jai Shivrai. So this is what has to be done. This is what the new generation should be taught. And when I went to Vijay Patil, I started speaking English. I was talking to him in English. Vijay Patil's wife, Amcha Vaini, she started talking to me in Marathi. The daughter started talking to me in Marathi. His niece, who had come all the way from Mumbai, I didn't know she had come from Mumbai, but she started talking to me in Marathi. I felt embarrassed. I felt, why am I talking in English then? So this is the culture which has to be prevented. And then even his son, even his son, who is not so fluent in Marathi, but Vijay used to always say, no, Maharaj aa gaye yahan, Maharaj has come, you must try and to speak in Marathi, at least today. So I'm not a big man, but being born in that family, Hanmantrao, he wanted me to come to his house, so I went to his house. And he wanted, because he'll not get an opportunity for that I may come back again, but which I will. But he was telling his son, you must try and speak in Marathi. See, it's not something big he was saying, but he was trying to preserve the culture. That's what I'm trying to put forth. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj created Rajya Pasha Kosh, ensuring that all vernacular languages were used in his court instead of Farsi or Persian, which was a foreign language used in his courts across India. There are small things which we need to relate. So why did he, in the court where Farsi or other languages, Parsi language was used, he insisted on the regional language. So at home you should try and use as much as possible. I understand, it's very easy to speak on the dais in Los Angeles, but once you go home, you're so busy, no one has the time for each other, and then to maintain is very difficult, but you're doing your best. And we are all here to just push you. We're all here to give you good, warm wishes. That's all we can do. The cultures are not mere symbolic, that they're in fact vibrant expressions of identity, which is why I have, since the year 2007, the Rajyabhishek function, which actually started way back in 2000, which was started by me at the Fort Raigad. So we have made a documentary which you will see tomorrow. So the Rajyabhishek function, the 350th Rajyabhishek function, actually the function, the mood of the function was started by me in 2007. We had around 2,000 people who had come to celebrate or pay respect to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj at the Fort Raigad. So Raigad is the biggest fort in the world where he was, that's his capital fort. So Raigad is the capital fort where he was coronated as the Chhatrapati. Chhatrapati is the sovereign king. And we started with the function with 2,000 people. Now we have 5 lakh people coming. Raigad is... So Raigad is 1,100 acres. 1,100 acres and 5 lakh coming on that fort. You have to climb for 2 hours to reach the fort. It's not easy. That is why Raigad is also compared to the biggest fort in the world, which is Gibraltar at the tip of the Spain. So Raigad is also called as the Gibraltar of the East. So I request you all, next time you come to India, you must make a trip to Raigad Fort. The reason why you must come to Raigad Fort, one is to pay respects to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, to त्यांना वंदन करण्यासाठी आपण यावं. And the second most important point is, I am the chairman of Raigad Development Authority, founded by the government of Maharashtra and government of India. It's first time in the history where the Archaeological Survey of India, that is the central government and the state government, have come together, and the restoration and conservation of the fort is taking place. No fort has been restored and conserved in Maharashtra like the movement which has started by me 4 years back. So how the restoration conservation is taking place in a scientific manner according to the guidelines given by the Archaeological Survey of India. So you must come. We also started the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Jayanti, which I just mentioned in my speech, in Delhi, where it was presided by the President of India. So I told the President of India, you must come. I told the President that when you honor Shivaji Maharaj, not honor, when you pay respect to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, you need to remove your shoes. The President protocol says he cannot remove the shoes at any function. So the President, you will see, he never takes out his shoes. And the second protocol which I said, you can't pay your respect to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj without having a headgear. So he said, what headgear? I said, you have to wear a safa or a pheta, what we call in Marathi. So safa was tied. So I told him, you have 2 choices, whether to have a safa tied at the Rashtrapati Bhavan or a safa tied in front of people. What do you want? So he said, I want to be tied, I want the safa to be tied in front of the people. So this was one protocol which he broke, and he didn't break for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, but he had the honor to pay respect to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. This is the culture, this is the tradition we should all imbibe, which I wanted to tell you. I also was very skeptical, which Hanumantarao Gaikwad attended that program, when almost 28 to 30 ambassadors came. And ambassadors have the same protocol. They come in this type because they're representing the nation. You had almost 30 the embassy cars coming into Maharashtra Southern. I was very worried how to tell them to remove their shoes. I brought them to Maharashtra Southern. But when I told a few ambassadors, they were a little worried how to take out the shoes. I said, first, by guerrilla warfare tactics, I told them, please come, please come. I got them to Maharashtra Southern, and now told them, now you have to take out the shoes. So they had no option than taking out the shoes and paying respect to Shivaji Maharaj. Then they mentioned to me over dinner that this is the first time in the history that any nation's representative has done this. This is the tradition, this is the culture of India, and we should all strive towards it to see to that this is protected. Now you tell me, you are all India Americans. I'm purposefully saying, I don't say Indians, I'm saying Indian Americans. Now for Indian Americans to do this, now Mr. Vijay Patel has settled almost 25 years, and you still remember all the culture what we practice. त्यांच्या वहिनी साहेबांनी मला आल्यावर ओळखलं. Now even when I came here, all the beautiful ladies ते मला ओळखत होते. This is what should be treasured and preserved even in America. In conclusion, showing the pride in our Indian heritage and culture is not merely an act of nostalgia. It is a necessary step towards preserving our identity in a rapidly changing world. Leaders like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj exemplify the greatness of our past and provide a guiding light for the future. I thank Vijay Patil and the entire organizing team that you called us, you gave us an opportunity to be part of you. When he called me, he was very hesitant. He said, it's not a big organization. We would like you to come and grace the function. I said, I'm coming. So he was shocked to an extent. How come on the first instance itself, before any correspondence is done, I said yes. And he did not believe. Neither I believe that I'm going to America for Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj function. It's an honor for me. You haven't done anything big. It's an honor for me because I take the pride that 20 years back, I had the opportunity to start Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Mahotsav at the Raigad Fort. My only desire was that the Shivrajyabhishek function should go global. It should be celebrated across. It should be celebrated across India. And you gave me that opportunity. It will be always cherished in my memory. For me, I've done various programs which Hanumantrao Gaikwad know, but this is one program. This is one event which I always cherish in my memory. When I write my book, I may not write a big book like Hanumantrao Gaikwad because he is a self-made man. I'm born in this family, it gives me that advantage. But whenever I write that book, today is 22nd, tomorrow 23rd, the Shivrajyabhishek function and Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj's 150th birth anniversary will always be a part of my memory, will always be a moment which I would always look upon to cherish whenever I come back to stage or wherever when I get an opportunity to address American Indians, I would definitely speak on this. So before I leave, let's do Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki jai. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki. I think the President of America should also hear your voice. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki. Thank you so much.
I'd like to honor him with shawl and bouquet. So Vasuji, Vilasji, Ashokji, if you could please come up as well. Sorry, Hanumantrao ji as well. We had panel sessions, and after the sessions, we honored pretty much everyone who took their time, come up here. So, Hanumantrao ji, please. Shri, if you could please come up as well on the stage, would be appreciated. Thank you.